You know, folks, I think I may have done a video like this maybe a few years back, maybe not. But just to refresh if I did, to me, as great as this series was, Sonic SatAM was, and believe me, it's one of the best animated series out there from the 90s. To me, it had several missed opportunities. Hear me out. Hear me out. You see, the one thing that I will give credit to Fox Kids about when they had the licensing of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and X-Men and Spider-Man, and even Silver Surfer, among others. One of the things that they took advantage of, especially with the two most popular ones being X-Men and Power Rangers, was they knew that if they were going to air a premiere, or if they were going to get more viewers, I should say, to watch the product on Saturday mornings, then they knew they had to basically put these premieres on at a time basically because they knew who they want. Well, basically, what I'm trying to say here, and I'm trying to think about it here, and I apologize. Basically, what Fox did, and again, this is an opportunity I think ABC scrapped. Well, not scrapped, but ABC, failed to capitalize on. Because if I'm ABC, and I mean, because you can't tell me that networks do not know what other networks are planning to do. And if I was ABC and I knew, and they probably did, that Fox, through the Fox Kids network, was going to air the two-part season three premiere of X-Men in prime time, as well as on the same night, if not for an additional week, air the three-part season premiere or season 2 premiere of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Do I not think maybe I want to take several of my most popular programs, if you will, if not one of my biggest ratings winners for my Saturday mornings over the past year, and say, hey, let's do the same thing, let's take advantage of it. Don't you think I'd want to do that? Of course I would. But they didn't. And that's why I give Fox credit for Fox credit for taking advantage of a situation. They realized that even though it was the summer, and according to Wikipedia, July 29th and August 5th, they realized that, hey, we've got an audience of not just kids at home, but we've got an audience of whole families. If we air our product, our season premieres, early, to the point that it's going to want people to tune in September and see what comes next, especially at the end of Out of the Past Part 2, you tease the fact that this two-part Season 3 premiere is a prelude, and again, you advertise it with the coming soon, the Phoenix Saga at the end of it. Of course you know you're going to hook people in, not just kids, but adults and comic fans. You're going to hook them in to want to tune in when that happens. And to me, they did just that, and they did the same thing with Power Rangers. And to me, I look at it like this. ABC should have taken notes and said, you know what, let's do the same thing. DIC Entertainment should have taken notes and said, let's do the same thing. But they didn't. And that's why I think these are the two biggest missed opportunities for SatAM. Because I think if they would have gone with this, and I think I've mentioned this before when I talked about it, I believe Sonic SatAM probably would have been given one more season. I think Ben Hurst, God rest his soul, Ben-Hur's dream, his opportunity to have that season 3 would have became a reality. But because ABC was having a changing of the guard, and even those that were taking over didn't see this opportunity right in front of them and instead scrapped any chance of a third season, these became two of the biggest missed opportunities. I mean, come on, honestly, would you have not liked to seen Blast to the Past Part 1 and 2 in prime time? I mean, in my honest opinion, I think Blast to the Past, the reason it was withheld is because it was still some animation errors, maybe some animation that was unfinished. I don't really know. But to me, Blast to the Past should have and probably was originally pinned to serve as the season 2 premiere. That's how I look at it. It was originally pinned and served to be the original season 2 premiere. But I think maybe because they had to revise it, maybe there was a script change, maybe there was some animation that wasn't finished, I don't know. But to me, I've always believed Blast to the Past was meant to be the season 2 premiere. But even if that's not the case, you can't tell me they couldn't have taken Blast to the Past, aired both parts in almost a 1 hour special on a Friday night as a special presentation of TGIF. You can't tell me that at that 7 to 8 o'clock hour, depending on where you lived, they couldn't take Blast to the Past Part 1 and 2, put them together as a 1 hour special, primetime TGIF special. Like I was saying, it's a 1 hour TGIF special and air it the day before, maybe airing the first part of it on Saturday mornings. Because if they would have done that, whether it was originally meant to be the season premiere or not, you would have gotten a lot more viewers, and I think even the new brass at ABC would have changed their minds and given SatAM a season 3. I truly believe that. But you know what I also believe? I believe they would have done the same thing around Thanksgiving holiday, knowing you have a bunch of families that are going to sit around the house, let that Thanksgiving feast digest, watch movies, watch football, whatever. I think if they would have taken advantage of that and aired the Doomsday Project episodes all as one, just like what I have here, and ask Darren Isaac, ask those that I've sent a copy of this to, if they would have aired it exactly the way I edited it, to where you just see you see the intro, you see the Doomsday Project title, and then that's it. And then after each 22 minutes, you slowly fade into the next scene or episode, but you feel like you're fading into another scene. I think they could have really gotten ratings that they were hoping for, could have regained the ratings that they felt they were losing because of Power Rangers. They could have gained those back, gained a lot more viewers, and again, just like I said with Blast to the Past, I think could have been convinced enough to give us that third season. And to me, this is where ABC dropped the ball. I don't know, and I'll say maybe DIC Entertainment dropped the ball too. I don't know. But I think anybody watching, whether they're working on SatAM, the SatAM season project, whether the SatAM fans from the beginning, whatever, I think they all would agree that if ABC would have taken a page out of Fox's playbook and even CBS's playbook and said, you know what? Let's put Blast to the Past as a 1 hour primetime special. Even though we're going to show Blast to the Past the first part of it tomorrow on Saturday mornings, let's put it as a primetime special on TGIF. They would have gained more viewers that way. And if they would have decided, hey, let's take all final 4 episodes of season 2, condense them together as a movie, which, let's be honest, that's what it feels like when you take out the title cards and you fade from one scene to the next. If they would have decided to come up with that kind of an idea, I guarantee they would have regained those viewers, those ratings that they had lost on Saturday mornings, and they would have gained more viewers just because of that. But they didn't do it. And to me, they dropped the ball, and they shouldn't have dropped the ball. That's the honest truth. They dropped the ball on an opportunity that obviously they knew CBS capitalized on in the past and got success out of it. They knew Fox Kids had just done and were getting success out of it. They could have done the same thing, but they didn't. They didn't do that, and I think those are the two missed opportunities that may have hurt a SatAM season 3 from happening. I don't think it was all necessarily, hey, prickle down a new broom sweeps clean, as Ben Hurst said in his 2007 interview. I don't think it was just necessarily that. I think it's the fact that, in my opinion, they didn't capitalize on doing the same thing that Fox Kids had done and CBS had done previously, and that's air certain episodes that were significant enough to the season that would have gained people's attention in prime time on the TGIF lineup. That way people could have tuned in, and maybe not only would they have regained the ratings that they lost, but they would have gained more viewers, in my opinion. But it's just my opinion. But I firmly believe if they would have taken advantage of that, taken a page out of those playbooks, I think Sonic SatAM at least would have gotten one more season. So, but that's just the way I look at it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think if ABC and even DIC Entertainment, but mostly ABC, would have taken that page out of Fox Kids and even previously CBS's playbook and aired, let's say, Blast of the Past as a 1 hour, both parts of Blast of the Past as a 1 hour primetime special, even the day before airing part 1 of it? And do you think that would have helped them? And do you think maybe if they would have done what I've done and thought of condensing all the episodes into one movie, maybe for prime time on TGIF, that would have helped them as well? And that being the Doomsday episodes of Cry of the Wolf, Druid Head, Spy Hawk, and the Doomsday Project. Do you think if they would have done that, it would have helped them? Let me know what you guys think down below. Comment if you like. Video responses are greatly appreciated. And I am out.